Helen Mirren plays the frequently lubricated family matriarch, Maeve Harrigan, in the Paramount Plus crime drama MobLand. Her relationship with her antagonistic grandson, Eddie, best captures her volatility. MobLand, which stars Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy, and Paddy Considine in addition to Mirren, follows the adventures of the different Harrigan Irish crime family members and their closest friends in contemporary London, as well as the various groups that oppose them. Because of Maeve and Eddie Harrigan's actions, the Harrigans appear to be on the verge of full-scale conflict by the end of MobLand's third episode. In the most recent episode, Eddie Ansenboone helped Tom Hardy's Harry D'Souza stop the Harrigans from escalating into an explosive confrontation with the Stevensons. But it appears that Maeve has no plans to allow some degree of peace to establish itself. She exercised her power over her husband, Conrad, as he planned the general course of their illegal business, just as she has done in each of the first 3 episodes. It's evident that Maeve is more than just the obliging wife of a gang boss. Eddie Harrigan has shown himself to be violent and stupid, which is dangerous for someone with his wealth and privilege. Even though he denied it at first, Eddie's brutal killing of his rival Tommy Stevenson was revealed in MobLand Episode 3. He paid a man named Valjean to dispose of the body after stabbing him 50 or 60 times, but he neglected to do so until Harry arrived. The murder serves as a clear prelude to a full-scale conflict between the Harrigans and the Stevensons, their rivals in South London, who dominate the fentanyl segment of the city's drug trade. Maeve is ecstatic about Eddie's actions, but Eddie's father, Kevin Considine, is so enraged that he punishes his son with a cattle prod. Her affection for her grandson is evident in Episode 2, when she gives him cocaine from her bra, but it was solidified in Episode 3, when Conrad received the proof of his guilt. Conrad is about to reprimand Eddie when Maeve interrupts him, calling him a true Harrigan for moving on an enemy, and instructing him to express their strong support for Eddie's behavior. It is evident that Maeve has a method to her madness, even though some of her actions are probably a result of the wine glasses she holds in her hand all the time when she is awake. In order for the two families to conduct business under the terms of an uncomfortable truce, Maeve has urged Conrad to take actions that would bring the Harrigans closer to conflict with the Stevensons, who had, up until now, operated in a different drug trade and territory. The most blatant example is her support for Eddie's murder. Although her motivation is still unknown, Maeve is obviously interested in a war with the Stevensons. She might just be acting out of pride and confidence in her family and their business, but that seems like a far too easy explanation for someone who seems to be working in the background. She has so far congratulated Eddie on his murder, urged Conrad to kill his old friend Archie, as if he were a grass or rat, and push him to pursue fentanyl even though it was the Stevensons' game. Those aren't the actions of someone who wants to succeed in business. Although the directives are officially coming down from Conrad, it appears that Maeve is the one making decisions for the Harrigans. So far, he has essentially been her puppet, following her orders to kill Archie, not confronting Eddie for killing Tommy Stevenson, and most recently, deciding to take the most powerful members of the Stevensons' criminal organization, whether or not the Stevensons move first. Her plan for Vron is further proof that she is especially cold and bloodthirsty when it comes to killing. Vron is the mother of Tommy Stevenson, who was recently killed, and the wife of Richie Stevenson. Maeve explains that their first target should be Vron, not Richie, after telling Conrad that they should target the Stevensons directly and take control of the fentanyl trade in London. First of all, regardless of whether they both genuinely like her or not, she is aware of where and how to reach Vron. Second, she expresses her desire for Richie to endure more pain before passing away. Conrad appears reluctant to follow through on this needlessly harsh turn of events, but he does, demonstrating that Maeve may be the most dangerous character in MobLand.